thank the witnesses for being here. It's good to see the Washington Institute so well represented. Mr. Schenker, in your opening remarks, you noted that I think what you said exactly is perhaps expectations were too high, but the first year of the administration was a disappointment. My first question for the panel is, despite the disappointments, are there still reasons for optimism?
Yeah, I've got a quick answer. Yes, I think there are reasons for optimism. The Lebanese are resilient people, and they've got a team in place that is unusual, actually unprecedented, not corrupt at the highest levels, committed to reform, Western-oriented, and understand that this opportunity may be fleeting. This is unusual, and it may be very fleeting because we have elections coming up.
Hold that thought, because I'm going to come back to it. That's where I'm going. Ms. Gadar.
Definitely, 100% more than any time before, because simply that internally, as my colleague David said, that there are certain people that you can work with. The new government is definitely not ideal. There are so many mistakes that they've done, but it's better than the ones before it. So it's a government that you can work with. The president as well, it's someone that you can work with. But again, there should be communication, direct communication, clear communication, as my colleague Dana said. This is very important. Two, the region is changing. The links that Hezbollah had through Syria, today in Iran and Venezuela is changing. They are losing every day a big ally, economic ally, political allies, and they are losing allies in Lebanon as well. So definitely it's an opportunity if we use it.
Ms. True.
Absolutely. As a longtime follower of U.S. policy toward Lebanon, to imagine a situation in which Hezbollah is so weakened politically, economically, and from a security perspective, and we have a willing partner in the political leadership in Beirut who is saying the right things and working to do the right things on disarmament, contemplating publicly the potential for peace with Israel. This is not any policy opportunity that before October 7th we could have imagined. Tremendous reason for hope.
So I'm going to try to frame what's really a statement into the form of a question. But we've defined, as you said, there is this moment, there's reasons for optimism, but the moment could be fleeting. And so are there ways that we can create guardrails to keep them focused on the moment, to provide stepping stones to help them get to where they need to go, to identify milestones so we can measure progress along the way, and to put backstops so they don't fall back to where they were, but we keep helping them move forward? That's my broad question, and I've got a minute 50-second left. Maybe I'll go the other direction. Ms. Stroul.
Absolutely. The U.S. policy approach should be a combination of incentives tied with conditions for performance and transparency. So a lot of the announcements we see from the LAF right now are number of houses cleared, number of weapons seized, these sorts of issues. Important, but that is not the only benchmark for performance we should be looking at. What happens to the weapons once they're disposed of? What are we doing to dry up the illicit networks of support? What are we doing to stop the rebuilding? But beyond the security file, what are our expectations for the reform agenda with this current government in Beirut? What are our expectations for a free, fair, and credible electoral cycle? What are our expectations for reconstruction that does not re-empower corrupt Hezbollah-affiliated institutions in Lebanon?
Ms. Gadar.
Very briefly, I'm not going to repeat what my colleagues said, and I agree with them 100%. It's very important to look, even within the security apparatus, there are certain things that needs to be monitored as well, including points of entry, border control. In addition to the airport, the port, the border with Syria needs to be demarcated, which hasn't happened yet. There are a lot of smuggling happening. The cash economy is not monitored, unregulated. These are things that are not very difficult to handle, but you need to have a strategy in place. And I can go into details, but it's all in my written testimony. You can look at that.
Thank you. And Mr. Schenker, last word.
Three quick points. One, we should be sanctioning leaders right now. There is a sense of urgency. Leaders that are in Parliament, elsewhere, who are obstructing reform, they should be sanctioned. period. We should be looking at the electoral law, talking with Lebanese about how they're disenfranchising 4 or 8 million Lebanese who are living abroad. And that will have a real impact on whether this government stays or whether it goes or whether we go back to business or as usual. Finally, in this period of time when money is flowing into Lebanon, they just passed their budget, we should really be quite critical of providing the provision of funding to the same old corrupt organizations that we know are corrupt. This is not helping matters.
Thank you. I appreciate the extended time. I yield back.
Gentleman's time.